Hello, good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Let me go ahead and get New Day up here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Awesome. That's great. Yay, finally got the new microphone working. Finally. And I got some decent headphones, so now I can hear New Day better without all the echoing.
Hey.
Are you? Oh, hey, New Day. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. It's really freaking hot today here. Very muggy.
Yeah, gross, sweaty day.
For sure. Oh my gosh. I told at least 5 different people today that if I wanted this kind of humidity, I'd move back down to New Orleans where the food's better. Because it is so swampy.
Swamp ass. You sound good.
Let's see. Thanks. You sound good too. Finally, I mean, we're working it out one by one, right? Little by little. Let's see. Who all we got in here tonight? Of course, we've got our lovely mod, Adrian. Hello, Adrian.
Hi,
Nice
Adrian.
to see you. We've got American Night Mom. What's going on, American Night Mom? Let's see. Who else do we have? Hey, Pertinent. Good to see you too. Jane Penny, welcome. Hi. Nice to see ya. Let's see who else we got in here. Ameth Webster. Hi. Nice to see you. Welcome. All right. Nice group starting so far. Let's see. Oh, hey, Sunflower. Sunflower Soul, what's going on? Good to see you. We are so happy to have each and every one of you in here. Hey, Rock Crusher, welcome. Give it a few more minutes here. Let's see who else gets in here. Oh, Pertinent, you got booted? Wasn't me, I promise. At least not on purpose. Hey, Goddess, what's going on? Nice to see you. All right, guys. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do tonight. We are going to be looking at the Abbey Bridge photo upside down. You want to tell them why we're going to be looking at it upside down?
Yeah, can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my device here.
Okay. You want me to give you a minute?
Yeah, give me a second. Go ahead.
Okay. So New Day this week has been going through all this crazy digital evidence, like left and right, and has found a lot of stuff. And what we're going to be looking at tonight is the Abbey on the bridge, basically from the 43-second video. What I put together first is I literally did a screen record of me going over a still from that video of Abbey on the bridge using Forensically. So you'll guys be able to see all different things. I will be stopping that video from time to time so that we can talk about certain things in it. And then after that, towards the end, what we're going to do is, if you want to go along with me as we explore that same photograph on Forensically, all you'll need to do is screenshot the Abbey on the bridge from the 43-second video. You can screenshot it right off of here. Either use a different device, or you can do it right on your phone. You just won't be able to see your chat, but you can do it on a different phone. And if you want to upload or load that into Forensically, then we'll go along together and we can kind of work through that photograph together. If you're interested on kind of having a walkthrough on Forensically, I am not an expert on Forensically. I'm just tenacious, and you know, the more you use it, the more you learn about it. So we can kind of stumble through it together if you would like. I just thought that maybe some people would like to explore that a little bit, but that'll be towards the end. Like I said, we're really going to deep dive this still from this 43-second video, because there's some odd stuff going on in there that should not be there. Just saying. If it were real digital evidence, these things should not be there. And if for some reason AI was used to enhance this video, that's a big old no, 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 no. In my opinion, that is tampering with evidence. And I have a real big problem with that. I don't even use AI when I do stuff for this channel, because I don't want anything extra added in, and AI will make sense of things that it cannot understand. That's why hands look weird all the time. Hands are hard. Hands move a lot. The digits move in different directions, and AI can't make sense of hands. So it does weird stuff with hands. Just one reason why you shouldn't be enhancing evidence with AI. In fact, this is a real video that they enhanced. The other part of that is, if that's not the case, and this was a created piece of evidence, which, as you all know, we super believe that that's exactly what has happened here. Let's see. I'm giving a new day just a few more minutes, guys, before we get started here. I'm going to show a couple comments up here. Let's see. Yes. So Adrian says, hands are hard for human artists. Yes, we talked about this the other day, didn't we, Adrian? Adrian and I are both artists, and hands are by far the hardest thing to draw, paint, sculpt, whatever. We were even talking about something like, you know, masterpieces. Sometimes hands are left out of it. So, oh, hey, New Day, are you ready? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did you get that figured out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm good now.
Okay. Hey, Smoky Mountain.
So you know how you were talking about how the AI fills in the things it doesn't know? It does that because that's what the human brain does. That's why we can see pareidolia. That's why our brain fills in the gaps. And so AI is created to do the same thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because AI is still learning. It's way more advanced than it used to be. Like, say, back in 2017, we had pretty, when AI was just starting to kind of come into the public sector. But it's still not perfect. And, you know, AI should be a tool, not a main source for information making on your mind. Like, you know, like I heard the other day that judges are using AI to decide how they should rule on court cases. That is freaking terrifying, people. That is freaking terrifying. Hey, Minnie, what's going on? Glad you're here. What is the spelling for the app? Here, I'll type it in here. But it's Forensically, so it's this right here. I'll type it in so you can see it. There you go. That's the name of the app, Forensically.
Hi, everybody.
I should have put a link for it up there, but if you Google it, it'll come right up. So
we've got our crew in here.
I know. Smoky Mountain's here. You're welcome, Smoky Mountain.
Monday. Me Monday.
Oh, hey, Monday. Hey, how are you? So
make sure I'm on all chat so I catch everybody. Set your chat filters to all.
Yeah, set your chat filters to all. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, if you would please do that, we would really appreciate it. Like I said, we don't do money here. We don't ask for money. It's just not what we do. We're not interested in that. I mean, we love money. Don't get us wrong, but
I don't love money. I just like some of the things it can do for me.
Yeah, I don't love it either. I like to have it. I like to not struggle, but if you want to support us, the best way to do that is just to be a subscriber. Also, I want to remind you too, we made a call out to you guys last week, or last live on Saturday, where we asked you guys to use your talents. There's a lot of really bright people that come into this chat. And I want to thank you all too in this chat for being great chatters. I mean, you guys talk a lot. You guys push or not push. You guys share ideas and everything else. And it's just such an interesting, nice, calm, intellectual chat. And we really want to keep it that way, don't we? New Day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's peaceful. It's nice. It's a lot of critical thinkers. Most of the people that are here, and anybody that's newer, everybody's welcome. But a lot of the people that keep showing up with us are people that have they're OGs in the Delphi case. Got a lot of knowledge, a lot of things tucked away in the old memory bank. Lots of screenshots, lots of saved different podcasts and just all kinds of things, newscasts, articles, obituaries, you name it. And I think it's cool that we're able to like share some of that and go back to the beginning. And because listen, there's Rick's going to get out. Rick's going to get out. Rick's going to get out. I'm speaking it. Rick's going to get out. Okay.
I certainly hope so. Like I've said, if anybody has honestly, in my opinion, if anybody deserves to have a conviction overturned immediately, it would be him. I feel like he'll get a second trial just because of the nature of the incident. And I hope he's exonerated. He should be. This man did not do this. This man was not there when these murders occurred. And these murders, in our opinion, did not occur on February 13th. That was the staging of an abduction story.
Yeah. So the rest of this, in my opinion, is for us to just keep digging into the state's, I'll just say it, stupid timeline, their fantasy fairy tale timeline.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of different things. It's so weird how it happens. It just kind of comes. We've found a lot of interesting stuff this week, not just in these photographs, but just like things that just seem to connect and speak to us about different things we know about certain individuals that surround this case. So, hey, Kayla, good to see you. Hey, Minnie.
Hey,
If
Minnie.
I didn't say hi, hey, Minnie, how's it going?
Good to see you
Let's
tonight.
see.
If he gets out, you think he will need federal protection? I think he's got the protection and the hand of the Lord Almighty, the creator of all things, on his head. And I think the state of Indiana is going to need federal protection when it's all said and done. We're flipping the script. Scare tactics don't go here. They don't fly here. We don't bow to that stuff. And but I guess if he feels like he needs that at that point, then he'll obviously we'll make sure that he gets it.
Let's see. Smokey Robin or Smokey. I want to keep calling you Smokey Robinson. I love Smokey Robinson. Smoky Mountain Robin said she stumbled across a new 1-month-old eye video earlier. I nearly cried. Is this just one you haven't seen yet? I get super excited anytime I put something out. I look every day for an eye video. I really do. They're just amazing. Eye of Apophis is amazing. Eye of Apophis is the man. What can I say? Let's see here. All right. So, do you want to tell them a little, now that you got your mic working and all that sussed out there, do you want to tell them a little bit about some of the work you've been doing this week, New Day?
Sure. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been just looking at all of this, everything they've given us to look at. I've been looking at, and I've been looking at it from a different perspective. That's why I flipped it upside down. I believe. Thanks for posting that, Adrian. Yeah, everybody go watch Eye of Apophis. Subscribe, share. You know, he doesn't collect a dime either. The reason we ask you to subscribe and like and share is to get the word out, to spread the word, to give people the knowledge that there's a place that they can go. We get some really good emails this week, and we appreciate everybody who's reached out to us. This is you guys' place. This is our place. But yeah, I was looking at these. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick before you. Just one more thing. So when we asked you guys to pull your talents and help us blow this timeline apart, well, let me be clear about that. You can email those things to us. If you want, if it's something that we can really, well, I think we can use about anything you guys send us. If we show that piece of work, let us know in that email whether or not you would like to have us openly give you credit. We will always say we received this from someone. If you want us to say who it came from, we will. And if you would prefer us not to do that, we will do that as well. We will just simply say this is something we got from one of our subscribers. If you want us to say, for instance, like this came from Adrian, then we would say that, or, but only if you're Adrian. You can also post anything you want on that community page. That's for you guys to post things as well. And I believe I have it set up to where you guys can do that. It may stick it in YouTube Studio first. So if you don't see it, just pop us a quick note and say, hey, where's my and sometimes it puts comments over there too. So, and it's not us doing it. It just does it. It has no rhyme or reason for that. So just let us know if something's missing. We'll go look for it.
Yeah, if it does have rhyme or reason, I'm not aware of what that is. It does just stick stuff back there sometimes.
Okay, New Day. Now I'm done with my my plea to the community. Go ahead and tell us about some of the stuff you've been working on this week.
Well, I went back and I was watching more Eye of Apophis. And like I've been saying for weeks now, the more that we learn, the more that comes out. And I go back and I see some of these things. It helps me understand what he's trying to communicate to me on another level. And so I've been looking at things from a new perspective. And I think we're supposed to flip things upside down.
Yeah, and in the past, I flipped things upside down, stuck them all different directions. But what I've learned this week, and it really came from New Day pointing it out, is when you're trying to look at the Eye of Apophis stuff, focus on one little section at a time, guys. And tonight you'll see what I mean by that. Find something that looks odd to you, an anomaly, and focus on that one thing. Right, New Day?
Yeah. Not too long ago, if you go to Eye of Apophis's community page, there is a post, and it is a still of Abby on the bridge, much like the one you're seeing here, except she's in a little bit of a different position. And he shows the image, and it says, he shows where there's different coloring, like a gray area under the arm, in between the legs. And he points it out. And he said, there are literally thousands of these throughout that entire video. So I got to looking at them. And since we've discovered in the last few weeks that every image that they've shown us has been altered. Right down to the empty bridge photo that they say came from Liberty's phone that's not on her camera roll. And I believe it's very similar to a shot that Cheyenne took. But I also know we've got an image that's just like that comes from the archives of the Pharos Tribune that were archived by J. Kyle Keener. And in my opinion, at this point in time, that empty bridge photo is not a photo. It's a sketch of Monon High Bridge that's been made to look like a photo. So take that for what you will. But got to looking at these images upside down, like I shows us to flip them over, and just really started messing. I didn't even use Forensically. That's Artist's Milieu. I'm just on my little Android phone with my photo app that comes on the phone, and it just messed with the contrast and the lighting, the tint, the shading, the exposure, and what I decided to do was just blow the picture up. And I first noticed it because I remembered Doug Carter telling us, don't look at the head, don't look at the face, don't look at the head. And he goes over and he covers up the old BG, the first still image we've got at that first presser, covers it up with his hand and points, just look at the body. So when I flipped it upside down, because I did this with BG before I did it with Abby, and I took my tablet and I blew it up real big, and then I laid something in front of, like, from chest to head, covering it up. And I looked at it upside down, and I started seeing the shadowing in the feet and in the legs. and realized I'm not looking at feet and legs. I'm looking at I'm looking at stuff I don't want to see, through the shadows. Some of it I believe is cartoonish, like drawn, animated. And a lot of the shadow, I realized the real dark shadows are covering up photographs or videograph behind them of the crime scene, of the crime itself. And I was really sick this week because I realized that for a decade I've been looking at this, and subliminally it's burned on my brain, and I got physically sick.
It makes you really angry too.
Yeah, very angry, especially when I get told, if somebody sends you those images, and now this is after the gag orders lifted, after they've convicted Rick to 130 years on some bullshit created evidence and a poorly written fairy tale narrative that doesn't make any sense. Um, and then scold us. Nick McClelland stood up there and scolded and said, if you receive those images, talking about crime scene photos, don't look at them, don't pass them on, don't delete them. They don't want us looking, but they've been showing us it the whole time, guys. And if you want to say I'm crazy, say I'm crazy. But I know what the hell I see in these things. And I don't want you to go looking for specifics. A lot of it, you don't see all of it because it is on a loop. But you can kind of get the idea. And we've got all of these images, especially Bridge Guy, it's nobody and it's everybody. Because it's nobody. It's a bunch of different pictures that we've all seen over the last decade, all combined together. Now it's not stuff we've seen all over the last decade. It's stuff we saw throughout the first 2.5 years of this case. And then slowly, as things have been leaked, added to, because you need to realize and understand we didn't see that 43-second video till a year and a handful of months ago.
Right.
So I digress.
Let me read this comment. Ameth Webster says, when you guys say to look at Bridge Guy with polarized shades, do you mean the 43-second video, the GIF type thing, or just a photo? All of them.
Any of it.
And especially when you watch Eye of Apophis, when he does the imaging analysis stuff, watch it with shades, watch it at different angles, watch it on different screens, watch it 8 ways to Sunday, because I promise you will see different things. You can even wear plain old sunglasses and see stuff too without the polarized lenses. Polarized are just the best, but you can't see them without the polarized too. Like literally watching, I will say you will notice the least if you try to watch it on a television, because the image is just too big. It's best to watch it on a phone screen or a tablet or computer.
Well, that's good. That's good, artist, because that's what I was getting to about seeing these different things. What I really had to do was find those little anomalies, those windows of gray area where the color is out, and I had to pretty much just make like a triangle window of that area plus a little bit around it and cover everything else in the image up, and then move the image through the loop and watch just small areas at a time. And you will see that it is all separate images.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going to look at tonight is some of these areas that there's plenty of areas on there, guys, that when you look at them, they are not the color that they should be, particularly between, and this goes for the bridge guy too, the bridge guy gif, bridge foot gif. There's areas between the legs.
Yeah. Real quick, they were asking which images. I went all the way back to the very first bridge guy still that was posted in the paper that looks totally different than the one we looked at all these years. The one that looks like he's more in a sheriff's pant with the stripe down the leg. It's more of a sepia tone. I went all the way back to that one, and the images are in there. The Flora dash cam video image of, is it Adam Randall, the son?
That's what we've been told.
That's what we've been told by Four Pits, by Josh Johnson. Four Pits, yeah. And he's a local.
Yeah, so the earliest, so like we said before, if you can go back, and I has a lot of imagery from the very beginning, the furthest you can go back, like if you can go get good images off of like the pressers, those are good ways to start, but go get them fresh, because like we've explained, if you screenshot something somebody posts and then you try to analyze it, you may not get a good result, because if that image has been screenshotted and screenshotted and screenshotted, each time it gets screenshotted, it's going to deplete the quality. Go ahead, New Dave. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, I'm blown away by all of it, and I'm blown away by how incredibly intelligent Apophis is, and that I'm grateful I'm not crazy. That's what I'm grateful, I guess. This stuff it blows my mind though, because all of it's been altered, and I'm not. I've been really like, it's so much. There's so much, and who has access to all of that? Like if the dash cam video is part of this, and they didn't release that, they wouldn't release the 911 tapes. They wouldn't until much, much later. But somebody that created this had access to all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, there's just, so, and let me point out something too, guys. I haven't heard it lately, but back in the day before trial, particularly, anytime anybody said that they saw anything in the photographs that did not belong there in the bridge gif or whatever, immediately it was like pareidolia. Apophis says in this case, that's a lazy excuse. Pareidolia is one thing. If you're seeing, the Virgin Mary piece of text, that might be pareidolia. But the fact that you can clearly see images here that do not belong, and some of them are recognizable, those should not be there. That's not pareidolia. That's fuckery, basically. So, right, New Day? I mean, part of, pardon my French, but
forensically speaking, it's visual fuckery. Yes, I agree.
So, I want to read this comment by Ameth Webster because this hits home for me. Okay, thanks, ladies. I'm scared now, but I've always been convinced that Bridge Guy was Kelsey German, so it can't be worse than that. I've told this story before. The first time we saw Bridge GIF, my dad, who at the time was in his 80s, he's now 90, but in his 80s, first day he saw it, you know what he said to me? He said, "That's a woman." Now I'm going to tell you, there's lots of things that make up Bridge Guy. You can see different things. We'll get into those as we, continue to explore this digital data. We won't be getting into that one tonight, but there's other images. But I'm going to tell you, tell them what you noticed one time about Bridge Guy's arm, New Day, about the elbow.
Oh, I know how there's a way to tell the difference between a man and a woman from looking at them from behind, and it's where the elbow joint falls. A woman's always falls right at her waistline and the top of her hip bone, and a male's is up higher at the very bottom of his rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young and going into the clubs when I was young going into the clubs with a fake ID, if somebody taught me that about how to tell if it was a man or a woman, because there were lots of drag queens around those clubs I could get into. So, yeah, so I noticed that on one side of Bridge Guy, the elbow sits higher.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing what I know now, looking at this and flipping this upside down, what I believe I'm seeing are things like, the bottom of the jacket and the shirt where they flare out. On Abby here, what we're looking at here, are shoulders. And her jacket and her arms are someone else's arms and hands behind her. There's another image behind her image.
Right.
There's actually a couple images. So,
but keep in mind too that these are images layered on top of images. So
yes,
a whole, you're going to see, what appears to be Abby. And then when you break Abby down into sections, you will see other things, for sure. Sunflower says pareidolia doesn't lead to Libby's face being so clear in those moving images. Abby too, so clear. Correct. There's no reason for them to be there. There's no reason for moving images to be in this. And when we do this forensically thing tonight, you guys play with it this week. Just take a normal picture of your own and go look around. Now there might be little, what they call, and Adrian explained this today, they're like, think of tool markings on a bullet, so to speak. Camera lenses will also, due to like little imperfections, they will make a little image or a little thumbprint in photographs. So you might see some little like nicks or little imperfections or things like that. But yeah, just take a normal snapshot that with your camera on your phone, and then go stick it in there and look around, and you're not going to see these things. Well, you're not going to see the things that we see in these photos.
One of the things that is imperative, though, is trying to go back and get the cleanest shot that you can. Don't use somebody else's screenshot to screenshot, because you don't know how many times it's been shot. So going back and getting the cleanest image that you can get, whether it's a screenshot or a screen recording, That way there's not as many of those, what did you call it? It's kind of like a tool marking, yeah, on the digital imagery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, just through manufacturing, whatnot, camera lens or whatever can have little imperfections or from wear and tear. So those things might show up, but moving images and other people's faces should not be appearing in a photograph. So just as a little test for you guys, just go take a normal picture of your own, just like an outdoor picture or a picture of the dog or something, and go look at it and forensically. You'll see exactly what we mean. These things should not be here.
Yeah, Adrian, it would be unhappy with the resolution in Abby's face because Abby's face is not Abby's face. The majority of Abby's face is a hand or a couple hands. Yeah.
Me Monday says the way her shirt blows in the wind. Yeah, isn't that odd? It's like Marilyn Monroe and the 7-Year Itch almost, but then the trees aren't moving and the hair is not moving and nothing ever moves on the bridge guy except his feet, including his mouth. Interesting. Usually when people talk and say down the hill, you'd see a mouth move, but not on Bridgefoot.
Well, I just believe we've got to start looking at this from a different perspective. Completely. Flip it over, invert it, turn it inside out, change the lighting on it, change the contrast,
filters.
the filter, all of it. And what you will see is that eventually it all starts to come apart and it looks like a cutout of something pasted on top, like somebody's playing paper dolls.
Just don't ever use only manual enhancements though. Do them yourself. Don't just stick it in and tell the program to enhance anything.
Oh no, I don't really use the filters. You said filters, but I'm just like breaking it down with the coloring and stuff. Now I don't know what Forensically has. I know that's your specialty, so are you ready to get into it?
Well, yeah, let me be clear about filters. I don't mean like crazy. I mean like there's certain filters like glitch filters that give off like red green colors and things like that, and they can help you zero in on things. You can do that, but don't just say enhance the photo and let it do a magic enhance, because that's an AI thing and it'll do crazy stuff, and that's not what you want. You want it to be as authentic as it can be. So yeah, let me go on. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here, guys. So let me go ahead and get that up here. Let's see.
What's that trial junkie? Jeremy Chapman did the enhancing. On what, hun? The 43-second video?
All right, let me see here. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see that?
It's not come up quite yet, but
okay. Here, let me go on here. Where did you go to? This crazy thing. Hold on a minute. Let me go in here. Okay. Okay. Can you guys see that?
I even think today, I think they've used part of Julie Melvin's videos. They've used some of the drone footage. They've used J. Kyle Keener's stuff. They've used James Renner's 360 videos. They've used the Flora Fire dash cam. They've used I believe today I found another. I believe they've used part of the video of Jalen Rain that she secretly took when, at the time, Judge Curtis Fouts showed up to her place to meet her for the first time.
That might be part of the problem. Okay, let me try this again because I think I think it's because I forgot to take the thumbnail down. So let me try this. Just a second here, guys. Not that one. Let's see what. All right. I'm gonna try to just let me get in here.
Trial Junkie says that Bunner took the video off the phone, created a report, then gave the phone to Jerry Chapman. Do you have do we have dates on when the extractions and the different things were run on the phones? Do we know when Bunner ran that stuff? Because knowing this,
Are you asking me?
I'm asking anybody that knows, Trial Junkie or anybody else. Just because
Oh, okay.
it seems to me a lot of stuff didn't even get looked at or until right before trial. You know, like after they arrested Rick. That's when all the evidence started being
let's see here. Get here. A second, guys. I'm looking for it. There we go.
yeah, a lot didn't get looked
All right.
at.
Can you guys see that?
Can you pull down the
Can you see my screen right now? Because I can't see you.
Can you pull down the comment?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, come on. This thing just does not like me sometimes. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right, let me go in here and now tell me, can you see it? New Day?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I can see it.
Okay. Okay. So hopefully this will play. Yeah, okay. So this is the screen recording of the analysis I was doing the other day, and I will stop it from time to time when we see enter. Okay, like right here. Oh, I wanted to go back. Sorry. Let me start again. Okay. See right there, guys? You can see my cursor. See this area right here? This is just an example of, see the background behind here? See this right here? This should not be like that. Okay. This is a clear indication that something has been added in, that this is, this is not a totally congruent image here. You shouldn't have this little white area here with this little thing poking right here. You should not have that. That's just one example. Go ahead and play some more of this. I'm gonna let that.
Yeah, can you get that
I'm trying to get it off of there.
strip off the bottom?
There we go. There.
Perfect. Oh, it came back.
Yeah. Hang on.
No problem.
I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. Oh, come on. There we go. So what you can see there on the right of your screen is I'm just showing you the different things that I'm doing to use some of the different tools. There you go. If I just don't touch my mouse, it'll eventually fall off the screen. So you guys can still see this, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to let that go back up.
Who are you referring to, Kayla? She said there's a certain PI that wanted to argue literally all night about whether the video, and that she mocked Eye of Apophis. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't recall Christine ever doing that, but
well,
if she did, I don't know. I don't want to mock or make fun of anybody that's looking into this as hard as they can, to make sure that that whoever that Rick gets a fair trial or gets exonerated, and that we need to understand there's still a group of monsters out there.
I mean, some people may not believe in Eye of Apophis, but I can tell you this, I sure do.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
and you don't have to believe in it to be here.
but
show me what you got.
I sure as hell believe in Eye of Apophis more than I do that there's a Bridgefoot out there. I can tell you that much.
Are you controlling that?
Okay,
right
I'm
now?
trying to get this pause on the place. I wanted to show. Yeah, I backed it up a little bit because there's something here and I'm trying to catch it. And then I keep getting distracted.
I just want you to show the hand.
Here.
Yeah, the hand. The hand that's in the
That's
net.
what I'm showing. I was trying to get it. Now I'm trying to get this little bar on the bottom to fall off. So
go all the way to the right. There's a box all the way on the right bottom.
Is that? Now it's moving. Hold on a minute. Let me let the hand get back up there. Sorry, guys. I had it, and then I moved it. Let me back it up a little bit.
Oh, you've got this on a video. I see. That's cool.
This is the video. This is the,
I see. That's
the
cool.
screen record. We're going to be doing it live later, but I just wanted to show him, like, you know, I'm all about the transparency thing, so I wanted you guys to see like what I was doing to see these things in forensically. That's why I'm showing the whole screen, and that's why I did the screen record. Oh, come on, man. Let me back it up a little. Sorry, guys. I know I'm backing it up, but there's something really interesting I want you guys to see, and I'm just trying to get paused in the right place and get the little bar to fall away so we can see it better. Okay. So there it is.
Right there.
So this right now, yeah, this right now, I've got it on histogram equalization, as you can see on the right. And the magnifier is where you need to be looking, which is that little box. That little box is the magnifier. Trying to get, I wish that thing would fall away.
Well, don't make it bigger.
Okay. I'm not trying to make it bigger. Did I make it bigger?
Yeah, that makes it bigger. Go to the little dots over there on the far right. What does that do?
Well, I can do speed and all of that, but really what I want it to not, I'd want the little bar at the bottom to fall away is what I'm trying to get it to do. Trying to see if I can get that.
See, guys, you don't have to be geniuses. We're not.
No. Okay. Oh, it's just not going to let me do it from there. I'm trying to just, wish I could get rid of that bar. Hold on a minute. Let me let it play forward here a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to get it. I think I need to go. Let me go reverse it just a little bit. Let me back up just a little bit. Okay. Oh. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to hit it in the right spots where we can see it and we can get around this. Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to let it fall back down here. Give me just a second. Bear with me here. La, 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 la.
Adrian says, artist, try clicking on the black in the frame.
Yeah, that's not working. Let me get, here we go. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there. I had it going away a little bit ago. I don't know what the world the deal is, but there. You can kind of see it now. I tell you what, let me do this. Let me go slow the speed. And then at least it'll slow down. So let's go.
Yeah, Adrian says if you click outside of the frame, it might disappear.
Oh, well, yeah, except then it wants to come back. Okay.
Just keep your mouse out of it.
Let me go. Well, I'm trying to, but I'm also trying to get to freeze. So every time I click my mouse, it does that. That's why I was going to slow it down. Well, I don't know where that is right now. I'd have to go search through a bunch of files. So hang on just a second. Yeah. All right. I'm going to hope that falls away. Let me just go adjust the speed here. Let's do half speed. Let's see what happens.
Bunner, Chapman, and Cecil all had a phone called Liberty's phone. And Bunner took screenshots too. Yeah. Seems like a lot of people had their hands on that device.
Okay, here we go. Now, there, I've slowed it down to half speed. So now that way I don't have to pause it and get that stupid control bar back up there. It's annoying. Okay, so watch the magnifier screen, guys, here. And it'll pop back up again. I'm gonna do, now I'm increasing magnification. Turning it up almost all the way up. But you got to keep in mind too, and you'll see when you play with it later, play with Forensically. Like I said before, going full blast on certain things is not always helpful. The magnifier though can be helpful. Now I want everybody to, you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I'm going to pause for a minute. So, what did that look like to you? And actually, if you don't even have to, if you just right now look at the still. So this is one of the stills that New Day took. If you can just look at the still right now, even you see that thing popping up out of her shirt.
Don't know what you're
I mean,
talking
what
about.
does that look on
What thing?
On Abby? It
Point
looks like
to
a
it with your
hand.
mouse so I
Oh,
can.
sorry. Right here. This right
Oh, yeah.
here.
Can you blow it up at all?
Yeah. No. No, I can't really. I've got it blown up as high as I can right now.
I can blow it up on my device. Yeah, it's a hand.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can screenshot it and blow it up.
It's a hand.
But you guys tell me, like, put in the chat like what you see right there, because I mean, we think it looks like a hand. If it looks like something else, I'm interested to know what anybody else sees. Really?
Can I tell you what I see?
Sure, of
I
course.
see, when I really break it down and start looking at it, what I see is the image of James Renner's hands when he passes his 360 camera back and forth from hand to hand.
Yeah, I could see that. I know I definitely see what looks like to me like a hand. Now, if this is original video, and see, here's the thing, they've never yes, this is video, we enhanced the video. How did they enhance video? If they're claiming that this is the original video and they just enhanced it, what process did they use to enhance it?
I want to address what Adrian just said.
Sure.
Yes, Adrian. It's both. One is to cover the other. The images that we're looking at that make up what one is to cover the other. I'm getting some feedback in my
that
own
was me.
voice. Okay.
I'm trying to see the chat on my phone, and I forgot to turn my volume down on my phone. Sorry about that.
We have images that are cutouts of things to create what looks like Abby and BG on the bridge. And they're images of lots of different people we've seen, lots of different pictures we've seen over the years, videos we've seen, all compiled together to make it look like we're looking at these two people. And then behind that are actual graphic the pictures that they surely would have taken that Robert Ives talked about.
Yeah.
So it's both. It's one thing to cover up another.
Let me read. Oh, hey, Christina. Oh, hey, Christina. What's going on? Good to see
Adrian.
you.
Yeah, Adrian. Someone self-gratification. That's what it looks like to me too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Christina says, if you go to the trial testimony when they're introducing the video and the pictures, the BG video and the 207 pic, they don't ask the normal authentication questions. Thank you, Christina. That answers my question. And I mean, this is my surprised voice, if you guys can't tell. Of course, they didn't ask the proper authentication questions.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. All right, let me start the video up again. There you can see that thing that looks like a hand, at least then. Look at this right here, you guys, too. I'm going to have to do a comparison on it, but look at, oh, damn it. And then it moved. The nose. Let me go back to the nose a little bit. Let me back this up just a tiny bit. Let me let it. Now we're doing the clone detection here. Just trying to get this back up. Let me go back just a tiny bit to that nose. Here we go. It's right around in here. I want you guys to look at this. And I'm going to have to mess with this more because you got to watch this stuff several times to really pick everything up. But I want you to look at the, here we go. Come on, get off of her face. Trying to get it to get off of her face. Get off of her face. Oh, it's going to be a jerk. Let me slow this down to quarter speed. That way, come on. Come on, man.
Talk it through. Talk yourself through it there, artist.
Back it up. I'm trying to get the bar to get.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That's how I do things. Sorry. Okay, here we go. This is quarter speed. Look at her nose. So this would be upright. It looks more like sunlight hitting the face.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
I don't know if you guys could see that and how
killing me, Smalls. I don't know why we're watching a video of it instead of just a still shot.
Well, I'm trying to pause it, but then the bar gets in the way. That's what I'm saying. There. Now we can see. You see the nose right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So normally that looks like the sunlight hitting the nose. But it's almost reminiscent of the weird nose on the Amish dude. I'm going to have to go mess with it. I mean, from right here, it really doesn't look a lot like a nose, And even though it's upside down, it should look like a nose upside down, but it really does look different, especially when you're up close on it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I see all kinds of stuff in there.
Gonna let it. Now I'm just gonna let it play forward. We're gonna go slow here. It's the best way to go, apparently, is go slow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Adrian, it is stuff that guys that's what James Renner's hand is covering up, in my opinion. Yeah, look at that hair.
Yeah. Now, remember, I do have histogram equalization on. What I like about forensically is when you do an enhancement, you're not changing the actual photograph. You're just changing the magnification on the tool. You're just using the tool to do it, but you're not altering the photograph. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, everybody? So unlike when I take a photograph and I enhance it and then I save it, that changes the photograph. This is just allowing you to do different things in order to see other things. Things that are, hidden, so to speak. There's that hand again. You guys, there's a really good shot of the nose and the face. You can see a lot of the pixels here because the magnification is up pretty high here. You can see all those individual pixels. See those areas though that are real. See how there's just areas that are white and we'll see it here in a
that are
little
what?
bit.
Areas
That are very
what?
like just white, like very white.
Yeah, like it's a black and white spot, like no color in it.
Yes.
Like in the crook of her arm there. Or
yes.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yep, blotchy white. Yep, Adrian. Yep. Okay. That's going to be stuck. I'm going to adjust the speed again. I'm going to speed it back up a little bit.
Looks like Squidward's nose.
It does. I thought that
SpongeBob.
too. That's what I thought of the Amish guy's nose too. Is it kind of reminds me of Squidward. Or I don't know if anybody ever saw Clockwork Orange, but creepy movie. But in the beginning when they're wearing the masks, that one with the real long nose, creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go back to the clone detection. So if you guys remember what I told you the other day, anytime, see those little like lit up areas there, like those little dots, that's where it's detecting that, huh?
The blue dots?
Yeah, the blue dots. Yeah, the kind of
the blue dots.
Oh.
Daniel, my brother. The pale blue dot.
Yep. Yep, Daniel the pale blue dot.
Because they used Daniel's video he made in high school for part of the Bridge Guy walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there may be more of that video used in there too. And particularly, like we were listening to the audio the other day, and I actually got it magnified a little bit better where you could like cleaned it up where I could hear better because it's pretty poor quality audio. But we have a sneaking suspicion that the gravel sound may be partly a product of that video. We're working on that right now. It's interesting how much of what's going on in that video has wound up as part of this fairy tale story. Don't you agree, New Day?
I do.
Pretty interesting. Here we go. There again, guys, that just then, that was showing that weird area. I think I'm going to go back to it. There we have it again, where we have that weird area in between the crook of her arm, which when you're just looking at the picture as a whole from a distance, as it is, or as it appears to be, that doesn't really look different. But see how when you get up close on it, see how it's not even the same color scheme going on as what's in the background. Okay, now this is the error level analysis. This is just going in, and you can see these different, see how these like long streak things where the pixelation seems to be smudged. You see that, New Day?
Yeah, I do.
See these black areas? They're like black holes. I just call them black holes, where there's like nothing there.
Just
at all.
Looking at a stained glass window, it's cool.
It is cool. It's kind of mesmerizing, really. Now we're gonna put the quality backwards on the JPEG and make the image a little more.
But you know what's crazy about this?
Yeah.
You know the craziest thing about this?
What?
Where the fuck are the investigators?
Where the who? I'm sorry.
Where are the investigators? Where are the experts? The same ones who created this. Why didn't
I don't know. I don't know why this wasn't done. this is always a thing. This
we're nobody.
digital stuff has been in question.
We're
Well, no, but I
nobody.
mean, in general, it's been in question the entire time. Why wasn't this, or maybe it was, but why do we not know how deep this was looked into? We know I have Apophis looked into it extremely deep. But I'm sorry, if I was a forensic, and now if I worked for the FBI and my job was forensic analysis, I'd be all over this stuff, and maybe they did. But I just don't accept that nobody looked into this deep enough, and they just looked at it on its surface, on its face, and said, oh, yeah, that's authentic. Oh, look, it, oh, well, it's not in the camera roll, but, it matches up with this, that, and the other. That doesn't mean shit.
Okay, that shadowing area, that dark black shadowing area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See how these.
Those
go
are
ahead. I'm sorry.
covers. Those are to cover things up.
Yes.
That the amalgamation image that they made didn't cover entirely, or to make it darker so you can't see because it's a little bit too thick, or it's odd.
Yeah, and the way I look at those too, like if you take, remember how we've pointed out, or I actually pointed it out. I have Apophis pointed it out first. And when I went and did it myself, yeah, it matches the stuff from the Florida dash cam being on that, as you're looking at Bridge Guy, on the right side of Bridge Guy, like the shadow. It's basically, this is how I look at it. You take that, you cut that image, you put it on there, and then you just fill it with black.
Yeah.
It's just black.
Yeah, well, I showed it this week off of the
original
you did. I'm
BG
sorry. Photo. Yeah.
You did. Yeah. I mean, you can do that with images. You can just fill them, with color. What I'm most curious about, and I believe that there's probably programs that exist where you can, have it help you create an image out of other things, kind of like collaging stuff together. Like if I do mixed media and I use,
right
if I tear little pieces of stuff out of magazines and make things out of it, I make a whole image, but they're just, it's kind of how I look at it. It's like little images that I've torn out of magazines, little pieces of images, and I stick them and make a whole picture. It's like digital mixed media in a way is how I kind of look at it, Does that make sense?
Yeah. More sense than anything else in this case makes.
Right. Right.
That bothers me, Smoky Mountain. It bothers me that the FBI would just leave because they were asked to, and let an innocent man rot in prison for 130 years.
Yeah.
Bothers me. There's something freaking wrong with our justice system, or the people that are running it.
That's the part that bothers me too, because I have this, well, we've talked about this theory where they didn't have proper jurisdiction. They were locked out of gaining that jurisdiction. So they get kicked out, or they came up with a ruse that they got kicked out. We've had that discussion. And then they're looking into this other things because, I do believe there's a head of a bigger dog or two or three out there that, is tied to this. But the part that bothers me is if that's true and they let an innocent man go to prison, like you said, I can't, that's hard for me to wrap my head around. You know what I'm saying?
It is, because it means the corruption goes all the way.
Right.
All the way up.
And no matter, if that's the thing, it's like it had to happen because they have to get this bigger dog. And even if Rick gets out of prison someday, I will never be freaking okay with that. If that winds up being what happened, I will never be okay with that. Ever. All right, here we go. Let's see. So hopefully I'm not boring the hell out of you guys. I just wanted you to see just when we go and find this stuff. Well, New Day uses, like we said, you can use regular photo editing apps on your phone and you can see a lot of things. I tend to use this thing and go a little deeper into these things, especially if she sees something, then I'm like, oh, send it to me. And then I go and I put it on this thing and go play around. And there's other ones too, by the way. You can use photo forensics. That's another one. It's a little bit older than Forensically. I don't know. I think this one's a little more user friendly. Let's see. Now, as you can see, guys, I'm changing, still on the JPEG quality, the error level analysis. You can play with error scale, all that stuff, that magnifier enhancement. There's different settings there. The auto contrast by channel, I like that too. I really most of the time I don't know, probably my favorite one is to stay on the histogram. As you can see, I mean, see all these little dark spots. Look at that thing that looks straight up like a sales tag. Do you keep seeing that thing, New Day?
Can you explain to us what this one is? Difficult for me. I don't know what I'm looking at on this one, or what I'm looking for that showed the anomalies, or.
Oh, okay. What, on the error level analysis, you mean?
Whatever you've got pulled up right now that we're looking at.
Oh, okay. So we're in the error level analysis. Here, I'm going to pull up a definition. That way I don't stumble over what it means. Hang on just a second. I'll just read what the definition is. Give me just a second, guys. If this is what you're asking. Okay, so image. Here we go. Let me read this. So, what the heck? Hang on. So, error level analysis is a digital forensic technique used to identify image tampering. It works by intentionally resaving an image at a specific compression rate, like 95%, and comparing it to the original. This highlights inconsistencies in compression artifacts, revealing areas that have been modified or inserted. So let's see. So there's how ELA works, lossy compression, that formats like JPEG, discard data every time they are saved. Formats like JPEG, sorry, let me read that again. Formats like JPEG, which is what, see that JPEG quality and all of that, discard data every time they are saved. So every time you save a JPEG image, it's saying that it gets rid of a little bit of information. That's what I was talking about. If you save an image over and over and over again.
I don't know what you're saying. You're talking stuff I don't understand. I'm not that smart. None of what you're saying makes any sense to me. I just want to know, when you look at the picture with that, what is it that, where are the anomalies? How can I tell what they are? Like, is it the black areas? Is it the
Okay, so if an element, so let me read. So this is what it's telling me the tell is, okay? On an unmodified photo, it typically has a uniform baseline of error. So the tell is if an element from another image is pasted into the photo, it will have been compressed a different number of times, resulting in an abnormal brightness.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. I
Okay.
just don't know
That's what I was.
JPEG and A leg and P leg, and I don't
No.
I
Well,
don't
no, I was
understand
just
any of
trying
that
to,
jargon.
instead of me trying to stumble through like and explain, I just thought I would read like kind of the definition of it. So JPEG is just a format that you save images in.
Right. But I don't understand compression. I don't understand and that's
Right.
okay. You told me what to look for now. It's the shiny
Yeah.
places.
Yes, yes, yes. The bright, shiny places in a
Squirrel.
nutshell. Okay. Let me start this back up. Hopefully that helps you guys. You see. And I mean, this thing is loaded with bright, shiny things, bright, shiny areas. You can also see lots. I see those areas that are just like big, no pixelation. You see all those?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good indication that something's kind of amiss, you know?
Well, the other indication that Eye of Apophis has told us about is the bolts, the type of bolts that are
Yes.
in those rails.
And I'm going to be
Because in our
examining
imagery,
those.
in the
Mm-hmm.
imagery, we've got 8.8 bolts, and um, that's what has been used in renovation, not
Yeah,
in
tell
not in the authentic type of bolts that were used on that railroad when it was built.
right, because you looked into the history of how it was built and what was used to build it. And actually, you know, Nancy, you said you live close to there. If you could help us out, if you have a picture of the rails of that bridge, will you email it to us? Because we want to look up close at the bolts and things like that, the hardware that's in the bridge. If you have, if that makes sense,
Well,
because it does make
the
a difference here.
the reason for that is because we were talking a while back. Amy on Case by Case had showed a picture of the Monon High Bridge, and then they showed it up against the one that was taken in 2017, and I think the one she shown was like 2012 or something, and they were exactly the same. Like the tree, everything was the same, and it wouldn't be like that, you know,
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that.
5 to 7 years later.
But
Um, and part of the reason for that is, though, is people, if they really want to know, need to go back and study and look at when they started raising money for that bridge and how the
mm-hmm.
renovations started on it slowly over time. Um, and back when that first image was taken, the old bolts were still in there.
And those
But the
old
newer,
bolts would have been more square. Is that right? If I
that's
remember
right.
right.
But the newer
Right.
bolts are the 8.8 bolts that they used over renovation because they're not as expensive. They're not as, anyway, they don't have there's no trains going over that anymore. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and also those bolts weren't available when they built it originally. So
Right.
it has something to do with looking at the bolts to show when the photograph was actually taken, and that will show you that it's
Right.
a template. It's an old photograph that's being used as a template.
Right. Because if we got a bunch of square bolts hanging around in there,
Hmm.
and this is why I really, if somebody out there has an old picture of the side rails of that bridge, particularly because that's where you can probably see them the best Am I right, New Day?
Yeah.
If anybody's got one like from, I don't care. If it's from the 90s, great. As long as it's like a closer up image of those rails, I would like to have that if you have it, because if we're seeing square bolts in this, then that's bullshit. Correct, New Day? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very important. Are they square? Are they round?
Well, I don't know exactly how they look. I have to go back and look, but they are different.
Well, I think I kind of do, just from,
But
seeing.
but one of Eye of Apophysis videos is numbered 8.8 in one
And
of the series. I
that's
think it's the
we
Shadow
believe that's a
Man's.
nod to that. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I can't remember if it's the Shadow Man or if it's the um, the Outlier. I think it's Outlier.
Okay, but it's episode 8.8.
It's 8.8. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody has one, we would appreciate you, like an old picture of the bridge, like those side rails, particularly where I can see the hardware. Please email that to us. I'm dying to take a look at that so I can blow it up and compare it to what we're seeing here. Okay,
Sound
let
like
me
you're
see.
losing your voice a little.
I know I'm getting a little, my allergies are playing with me too. It's not just hot. Then I got all this going on too. Okay. So now we're getting in. Now I've changed it. We're doing level sweep. As you can see, it changed color just a little bit. Let me back it up tiny bit. So we went out. We're going to be leaving this part soon.
We don't have to guess who Shadow Man is, Minnie. We know who Shadow Man is. It's J. Cale Keener.
Luminance gradient. So you can see now, see how the colors have changed. So let me, you want me to read real quick what luminance gradient is?
Sure, it may go over my head, but maybe after you define it, you can break it down in plain English for this dumb girl.
So, okay.
I'm not a dumb girl. I just, there's places I am more smart in than in other areas. I don't understand some of that stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
That's true of us all,
Yeah,
I know. Einstein was a genius, but he couldn't match patterns. So he wore the same clothes like all the time because he would mismatch patterns. He wasn't good with like matching clothes patterns, if you know what I mean. He'd wear like stripes with plaid, something like that. Okay, luminance gradient is a gradual, continuous transition of light intensity or perceived brightness across an image, surface, or color scale. It plays a crucial role in photography, visual, neuroscience, and digital image forensics. So photo editing. Tools like Lightroom and Photoshop use gradients and luminance masks to selectively adjust the brightness of specific tones or color ranges. So you can think of filters like that. So if you put a filter on, it'll change the brightness or you can manually change brightness, shadows, things like that.
Right. Okay.
Image forensics. Analyzing luminance gradients in image forensics can expose digital forgeries, inconsistent sharpness, or abnormal changes in brightness across an edge. Remember that edge thing we were talking about?
Yeah, the real hard
often
lines
indicate
the outlines.
Yes. Or the halo lines or whatever people, there's those very clear lines often indicate that an object has been copy, pasted, or altered. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Those hard lines around an image, or what I think Adrian's called halo lines, or whatever you want to call them. They're very defined lines. And if you see those lines and then you filled that image, like we said before, like with the guy in the Flora video, if you fill that with a black, like filled it out, you could see still that halo line around the edge.
Right.
It's a clear indication of a copy paste. Let's see.
Well, there's plenty of that going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We've seen it. Look at this image that's kind of paused here, guys. So right now, see where right now, if you can see, I'm going to move my actual cursor out of the way. You can see where my cursor on the screenshot, you see where it's paused. It's pointing to the area between Abby's body and her elbow.
Yeah,
See
the
how
crook of
that
her
thing
arm there.
yes, the crook of her arm where it's a different color.
Mm-hmm.
What the magnifier is showing right now is it's focused on that area right now. So what you're seeing is that. So what do you guys think that looks like to you? I'm getting back where I can see chat again.
Are you talking about the pixels, or are you talking about just the shape?
I'm talking about, yeah, the shape. I mean, I'm curious to know what everybody out there thinks that shape looks like. Is it just a blob? Does it? Yeah, Smoky Mountain says a shadow. Yeah, it looks like a shadow to me. Looks like a shadow of somebody. Copy and paste as on PyT software. I'm not familiar with PyT. That's something. See, there's all this software out there. Did you mean PAIT software? Minnie, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah, silhouette. That's what it looks like to me too, Nancy. And the area behind that shadow is curious to me too. Very curious.
Well, that's what's masked over. And now someone was asking a while ago about like if you could take the layers off and be able to see each layer up underneath it. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that can't be done. I think what has to be done is these people use some kind of it's some kind of a program that they use that unlocks this other masking on it. It's
yes, you have to use cipher screens.
Cipher, that's what it's called. Yep.
And one site, and as I explained it, yes, steganography. Yes, it is steganography. It's where steganography is where you hide images within other images or words within images, and sometimes even I think you can do like words within other words or letters. I don't know. There's all kinds of it's just a way of hiding the secret messages, secret images.
Right, ciphers, yeah. And we have found a lot of writing letters in all of these images.
Yes. Yeah. And like I said, you go back and use a lot of I's work that he shows on his videos and go stick him in the Forensically, because he does help you out. He does do a lot of the work for you. But as he explained it, sometimes you need more than one cipher. It's like you have to cipher the cipher to get, and then get a code. If you have the code and you can get in there, then it unlocks these things. That's how I understand it. Is that kind of how you understand it too, New Day?
Yeah, that's how I took it. Yep.
Smoky Mountain says, "This is why I couldn't be a criminal. I'm too lazy to work that hard." Yeah, I know. No shit. This takes some work. That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, I'm sure there are programs out there that help. I mean, I know there are programs out there that you can hide images. You can use to hide images
Yeah.
Is within other images. Doubt
I
it.
don't
I
rem
think that this is something a little special.
I don't
I might
remember
be
who
wrong,
said it.
but
I don't remember who said it a while ago, but there was a really good comment in the chat. Trying to go back to see if I can find it. Um, and I'm sorry, I don't see it. But
well, Smoky
the
Mountain
the
asked a little bit ago if there was
the
an app that can separate all the overlays to reveal the different images. Um,
yeah, that's what
I
I was just
I
talking
think
about a minute ago, where I think we got to have the cipher. We can't just layer it. But
right.
the comment I was talking about, somebody referred to the fact that Daniel Pearson had developed the program, computer programming that they use for the city or for the town of Delphi, and maybe for all of Carroll County.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Daniel Pearson
Mm-hmm.
and one of his another student, when they were still in high school, wrote the program, the computer program that the town of Delphi runs all of their stuff off of.
Yeah, I'd heard that too before. I mean, obviously, if you guys know people under 30 or even in their early 30s now, I mean, their knowledge of, I mean, they grew up with computers, you know, um, they did
I'm
everything on computers.
I'm sure we've got some younger people in here, but yeah, not me.
Yeah, I mean, my first my
I
first
mean, I was
computer
almost
experience.
30 before we had our first computer that really could do anything, that wasn't
Right. Yeah, the first
slower
computer
than
we had at
molasses.
home was a DOS, DOS computer, the old DOS computer. The first time I ever used a computer though was in elementary school. I think I was in 4th or 5th grade when we got it, and it was like I mean, I'll just put it this way. We played Oregon Trail like there was no tomorrow, and at the time it was the coolest thing ever. I still am actually fond of Oregon Trail, but I mean, we had dot matrix printers. I mean, and we would learn to program stuff in like binary. I remember doing that, like old school. So they've come a long way. But I know now most 3-year-olds can work a phone, like apps and stuff on a phone, probably better than I can on some of those apps, which is terrifying in a way. All right, I'm going to start this back up a little bit, let it move forward. So I hope are you guys still finding this interesting, or am I boring the hell out of you, or
Yeah, yeah, we really just wanted to pop on tonight and show you what we've been looking at, and show you some of the tools that are available out there.
mm-hmm. Here we go in
Because
that luminance gradient. This is changing it to that embossed
yeah,
stuff. I really like this part because it gives you kind of what I call it embossing, a kind of a relief of things. See those black spaces in there? See how that's all along the edge?
yeah, the black lines or the
Yeah,
dots,
where it's defined. Her top is interesting though, because it's always interesting because there's things in there. And depending on, I'm telling you guys, as the video moves, and even bridge gif, which I have hypothesis pointed out a million times, as he moves, I mean, different things come forth. It's not just one thing. I mean, there's different things that pop out, that come forth. Okay, principal component analysis is really important. Hypothesis actually talks a lot about that. Now you can see we're going over, there's that kind of embossed effect again, as I call it, embossed. Yeah.
Yeah, American Night Mom. I got my first cell phone after my second kid. I was 29.
Yes, I'm going to pause it right here because this is important. Pause. Okay. Okay, we were just talking about words hidden in things, and see where my cursor is right now. I'm kind of over it right now, but if you can see where my cursor is, look at that. You guys tell me what you see there.
I have to really blow it
in
up.
That line.
SAD something. I can't tell. Maybe Sandifer?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I definitely feel like it. Like, I do see letters in these images often.
Yeah, but
especially hidden around in the tree line. But now that I'm sitting here looking at it, I almost see letters off, like at the top of the image by her legs, like off to the left. I'm gonna have to go back and look at those better too.
Yeah, you guys don't need polarized glasses on right now to see this necessarily. Just when you're watching like the video and stuff of them moving. And
and you can use them. You can take them on and off.
You can use them, but for like this right here, where you're looking at the gradient and without the color in it, it's not really going to help you.
Here, I'm going to take my current cursor because I know it's hard to see. See where I'm moving it around right now?
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain. I'm talking about this area I'm circling with my actual cursor I'm using at the moment. If you can see that. This area right in here. Let me play the video because I actually think, if I remember right, I go over it a few times.
Yeah, they'd have to blow it up to see it. I had to really.
Well, if you look in the magnifier, see the magnifier right now?
Uh-huh.
See that right there? That's one of them. And now I've moved on.
Yeah, it's going the other way now.
But I'm going to have to go look at this more because now, every time I look at it, I like, oh, because I'm focused on one thing. And then as soon as my eye looks at a different area, I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. Now I got to go look at, literally.
Yeah, I really wish we just had
8 ways to Sunday.
Just pulled a still photo up and just done this instead of having it video.
Well, that's what we're going to do. I can skip to that because that's what we were going to do on Forensically.
Yeah,
this is me just showing you what actual numbers that you can see look like a minute ago or a second ago there. See, there's just a lot of things that just are very odd.
It's had a lot of work done to it. That's for sure.
It sure has. It's had more work done than
Dolly Parton.
Than Dolly Parton.
Michael Jackson. I don't know.
Yep. All right, let's see. I can skip ahead a little bit because I'm just kind of going through the tool up and that. And this stuff here, I need to learn more about this. That string extraction. I'm going to be looking into more what that is. When you start throwing a bunch of letters and numbers at me, I get a little bit, but I'll be getting back to you guys about more about what that is. I know it has something to do with reading the
It's
data
binary. It's
with
binary code,
regard
isn't it?
to. I don't really know
I don't know how that works.
what
Anyway,
it is. Actually,
just
I can look it up
you're the
right
smart one.
now.
I just look at stuff. I see stuff. I don't know.
Oh, whatever. You're smart as I'll get out. Oh, smart as all get out. New Day
I'm
is
smart enough
smart,
to see
y'all.
that they railroaded an innocent man
Oh yeah, yeah.
with
Okay, real quick. String extraction is the process of retrieving specific segments, human readable text, or hidden data from a larger text source, document, or binary file.
coding. That's it. That's right, Smoky
Yeah,
Mountain. Coding.
there we go. There we go.
The stuff they're teaching preschoolers to do.
And I know it's something I need to look more into and learn more about and learn how to like read it, figure it out. To me, it looks like algebra, and I hate algebra. So anytime shit starts to look like algebra, I just run away. You know what I mean? But I know I need to. It's like one thing I can't because I'm more into the visual picture analysis than this stuff. So I'm really gonna have to dig in. But I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I know it's important. I just, like I said, I see that and I start getting PTSD from algebra. So I can't. Yeah, but I need to look more into it. Okay. So you guys have any questions here before we're gonna move in and we're all gonna go play now with the forensically? If
All right,
you
I'm gonna
guys are
take a
still
break real
down for
quick.
that.
I gotta eat a snack.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
I'm gonna pop off the screen here. I can get it to behave. Come on, get there. There we go. I'm gonna get back to where I am. Aha. Okay, good deal. Let me go back in here. All right. All right, you guys. Let's see. You guys have any questions here before we move on to the next part? Oh, okay. I'm going to put this up what Smokey's saying here. The only reason I recognize it is because when IT remotes into my work computer to fix a problem, they open up the coding screen. Yeah. And you know what, guys? Really what I need to do is talk to my younger brother because he is a freaking computer whiz. Like, seriously, the guy's a genius with a computer. I think I'll just talk to him more about that. I'm sure he can teach me how to read it. Because I'm positive he knows what that is. So maybe I'll just have him do that instead of getting all jittery by the letters and symbols and whatnots. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go try to see if I can find. Give me just a second here, guys. Let's see. Okay. While we're doing that, you just get her loaded up here. Okay. I'm going to go back to that picture. Okay. Let me see. Let me get this off of here. Okay.
Sorry, good?
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
I opened my bag of M&Ms and they flew all over the room.
Oh, no. That's a tragedy right there.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know,
Oh,
3-second
no.
rule. So I'm good. I vacuumed earlier.
Oh, I'd give it a whole 5 for those. Well, depending on where they land. They're on my carpet, fine.
That's what I said. I vacuumed earlier. I'm good.
Let's see. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again, and I'm going to give you guys a moment if you want to do this. I'm going to put the that image back up first so that you guys can take a screenshot of it. And like I said, if you can do it, if you want to still look at chat or still chat, use a second device, like a tablet, and screenshot this photograph, and then go Google Forensically and pull up the Forensically app. And then what we're going to do is insert this photo into the Forensically app so that we can move through it together. Let's see if this thing will behave. Yes. Okay.
Do 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 do. Oh, buffering. I love when Oh Hey Christina did that the other night on a Jerry Holman video. The buffering.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, she is so freaking funny. Love her sense of humor.
I know. And oh, by the way, if you guys haven't seen Oh Hey's newest one, please go watch it. If somebody can link that in, that'd be great. She made a great video the other night. It's a must see if you haven't seen it already. Let's see. I'll give you guys a minute if anybody wants to follow along. Give you guys a couple minutes here. Go ahead and screenshot the image that's on the screen. And then
let's just take like a
we'll
little
take
2 or 3 minute break here and mute our mics and let everybody, if they
good idea.
do whatever they got to go do.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a little quick break, let you guys get set up if you guys want to go ahead and do this with us. And
keep that off the screen though, so they can screenshot it. Hey, artist.
Well, I'm trying to mute my mic.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure before you
let me mute
before
my mic
you went out that you did that. Thank you. All right, guys.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh no, not gonna be a jerk. Well, I'm not going to mute my mic because then I'll lose my screen. So I'm just going to let you guys get set up for that. We'll be right back.
Mute.
Okay. I'm back, guys. So I just put a note in there in the chat. If you guys are, how many people are going to be doing the forensically with me tonight? Anybody? And if nobody wants to, that's fine. If you want to just see me do it and mumble through it, I will. So we're going to go do it live here. So I'm going to download it again. Okay, cool. All right. Does anybody need another minute? Oh, good, Sunflower. Awesome. Does anybody need another minute? Everybody got the screenshot of this? And is anybody having trouble that wants to do it too? Or anybody having trouble finding the Forensically app? Let me know. On it. Woo! Good deal, Sunflower. That's awesome. I'll be watching. Yeah, that's fine, Minnie. That's fine. You can't find it in Google. Okay. Let me see, Smokey. Let me tell you the easiest way. It pops up under. Hold on just a second. I'll tell you. So it'll show it. So it's under https 29a.ch forensically free online photo forensics tool. When you type it into Google, it should pop up right away, but it's going to be, the site is 29a.ch, if that helps.
It's up there on the search bar if they want to blow it up and look at it.
Oh yeah, it is up there. I forgot.
Or I can type it into the chat.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, you can see it up there. Actually, yeah, she's right on my search bar. I forget you guys can see that part of my screen. Sorry about that.
It's all right. We are works in progress.
Okay. American Night Mom's watching. Awesome. Oh no, American Night Mom. Hope I didn't lull you into a sleep. I hope not. It's not, you know. Okay, here we go. So, all right. I'm going to get going here, guys. So, what I'm going to do first is, and of course, you know, my lovely volume, whatever these are my editing keys there, but that doesn't really matter because we're going to be focusing on Abby right here. So if you guys go over and hit the magnifier at the top on the right hand, those are all your tools there on the right. We're going to start with just the magnifier. I've got my magnification set just a little, I don't know, about a third of the way, I guess. And we're going to start with the histogram equalization. Now, remember, the screen there, that's your magnifier. See how there's nothing right now in my screen? It's just black. It's because wherever my cursor is pointing, that's what's going to show up in that little black box, in the magnifying box. So as I go over here, you can start to see things showing up in the magnifier. So we're going to go over and we're going to now go over towards Abby's neck. And we're going to go look at that hand area that we were seeing earlier. That area that looks like a hand. And you guys can go over it and see. Night Mom says, I'm here to solve crime even in my sleep. Good Lord, I totally identify with that. I think I dream about this stuff half the time. I definitely dream about this digital stuff. I know I do. You guys can just kind of move that around for a little bit. get kind of familiar with how the magnifier works. It's that strange area there. This area now where I'm at around the rails, that's where we kind of saw that lettering. What looks to be like letters over there.
Yeah, go back over it. It's back up in the corner there.
Oh, what?
The lettering.
Which way?
It's on the railroad
right
side.
Here?
Yeah, right in there. Come back the other way. Quit going that way. Come the other way. There.
Yeah, it's going to be in this area right here. Okay.
And they could be numbers too. This could be part of the code, right? Or part of the coding.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be. That's why I would like to really decipher what it says, because I'm interested to know. And it could be that there's different kinds of ciphers. So like in geocaching cipher, there's I don't remember the term. There's different ciphers, but like one letter means another letter type of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be something like that even. I haven't had enough time to play with the different ciphers like that would be used for geocache, but I should. If you want to see just what normal numbers look like, letters, whatever, you can go over this kind of get an idea. I just turned the magnification up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you can go play with that magnification, and you can see how, it'll blow things up. You can see, what's that?
I said, yeah, you can adjust it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's saying see kind of more of the pixelation with the higher magnification there. Let's go back, turn your magnification back down to about 4, and then let's go to the enhancement. Go to auto contrast. And then you can see how it's a little bit different than the histogram was. You can see. And you can always turn that down too.
The contrast and the temperature, messing with those things is where I found a lot of this.
Yes. Yeah. See there, I switched back to histogram so you guys can see the difference between, there's the difference between the histogram, equalization, and then auto contrast looks more, the colors are more, they're really more realistic to what you're looking at.
Yeah.
The histogram pulls those colors out in a different way.
This stuff is not, man. I've seen too much this week.
No, it's not. Yeah. I know. I hear you.
You're moving along awful fast.
Okay. I'm just waiting for everybody to have a chance to play with the magnification. So.
Well, I think there's a couple people that have it downloaded, and
okay. Does anybody need me to wait for just a second while they get everything ready?
I haven't seen anybody ask.
Okay. Okay. So let's go look at some of the areas with the magnifier. Let's go turn the magnifier back down to 3 or 4 up at the top. And let's leave it on the histogram equalization. I'm going to go back to 3. Let's go look a little bit, a little closer at what we were looking at earlier.
Yeah, I think Lisa is one. I know Lisa is looking at it. She said, "Don't wait for her."
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're like me, Lisa, you'll get lost in mesmerized by the crap you can't believe that you're seeing here.
Can you do me a favor and just follow down the outline of the jacket, the sweater, the
Yeah.
Start at the top or the bottom. Yeah, the top bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Little
just follow
higher,
down.
little more. Go all the way over. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we can see the
Okay.
corner of it right there. There we go.
So there's
Nice.
the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
see that's where it dips in there. You can see where my cursor is.
Mm-hmm.
And then here is roughly where the hand would be, right here, like dead center of the screen. And then that black line there is where like the cuff of the jacket and the
Mm-hmm.
hand kind of like the wrist meet, so to speak.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Right. Um, now I can follow, if you want me to follow the line up, there's that.
I want you, if you can, to slide over. I want the jacket and the sleeve, all of it. I want to be, yeah,
Like
yeah.
this.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Okay. You want me to just pull down so you can see?
Yes. Yes.
There's the crook of the arm. Now we're back up towards the face.
Do you see the 5 right there? Pull up just a little bit.
Pull up.
Yep. Do you see the 5?
Oh, I do see the 5. Yeah, I sure do. Do you guys see that too? Yeah, hell yeah, in the chat if you see that. Oh, whoops, sorry, my mouse just, sorry about that.
Something was wrong with your audio there, artist. Sounded
Can you
like
hear
Charlie
me?
Brown's teacher for a second.
Oh, I don't know
Wah,
why. You know,
wah,
it's
wah.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
It's
Say
StreamYard.
whatever you said, I didn't catch.
Oh, I said if you can see that, what we're seeing, see that 5, that looks like a 5 to you. Put a yeah or hell yeah in the chat.
Is that bridge guy in the crook of her arm?
I don't know
Yep.
yet.
Yes and no. How's that? These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yep, Sunflower sees it. Yep, red 5. That's what I see too. Let's go see if we can see any
Well,
other.
I see a hand. Stay there. Pan up. Pan up. Does it just go back down just a little bit? Right above the top of the 5.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, it just looks like a hand with an arm there. All right, you're good. Go on.
Okay.
Do what you could do what you're gonna do. Move it around. I can't.
Yep, Minnie sees it. Let's see. Let's go check out the strange drawstring.
This. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's go look right here. That almost looks like it could be, might be another letter in there hidden. It's too masked up to see it at the moment. Let's go back over here. There again, there's that odd stuff in the crook of the arm. Let's see. This, and we'll be showing you guys this too. This area where I'm at right here, if you can see where my actual cursor is.
Yeah, that's what they've told us is BG's foot back
Yes,
behind Abby. Mm-hmm.
but tell them what happens when you turn it upside down and watch that video. Tell them what happens, New Day.
That's that's a person. It's a person's face.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Like if you guys go slow that down, or even go pull Eye of Apophysis video of it. Which video is that in that you saw the other day? Do you remember? Oh, it's in the one with the Twilight Zone song. It's in the latest series. Do you remember the name? Which one that is?
I don't. No.
I think it's the last one, actually.
Oh, the double crossed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you go on Double Crossed and you go to the part where he's having Abby like go back and forth, kind of making her dance on the bridge, so to speak, and you turn that upside down, guys, and watch that area that I'm pointing at right now.
That's the thing I noticed the most when in the movement, when you flip these moving images upside down, you realize that what you think is Abby, or what they've made to look like Abby, or what they've made to look like Bridge Guy, that they don't move like the human body moves. It's very, very obvious when you turn it upside down that the feet do not move like feet. And the body does not move like a body because it's turned upside down.
And it's been pointed out before too, just in like the stills, that it almost appears at times that like in the like Abby on the bridge photo that she's like floating, like the feet aren't actually making contact with the ties.
That happens in the 43-second video too. And you can go back down there and show those shoes now, because they're a mess.
Yep. So here's
the shoes. And it's because they're not shoes. Those are faces.
Let's go. Go take your histogram off, everybody who's doing this, and go to the auto contrast, because that'll put it back on that. Now go look at the shoes, because now you can see those shoes a little better.
Well, if you see there, we have 3 shoes there. But the third shoe is not Bridge Guy's shoe behind her, because that's not where you're pointing to. See, if you
where do you want
come on down the legs and show us where Bridge Guy's foot is again back there. Yeah, see, it's way back there. Okay, yeah. Now go back up to where you were, to Abby's feet. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have I wondered if we could play the video that I made with, if you could load it into here and play it with the magnifier on it while it's moving. That would be awesome if we could do that.
That's one thing that Forensically can't do. I tried to do something like that the other day and I couldn't. That's why I had to wind up taking a still, is because it can't do the video.
Okay.
If I go like here, I'll show you. If I go to open file, see, it'll do all of this, but it won't. If I go to load a video, it won't let me do a video. At least not that I figured out yet. So
right.
I can look though and see if there's another app. I'm sure there's an app out there somewhere that can do that though, and I'll try to find one, because I would like to see that too.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Minnie, doing the Musically video sometime.
Oh yeah, I plan on doing Musically. But in the meantime, Minnie, if you go over to It's a New Day's channel and go back, what did we name that video? It's a while ago.
You can't just come at me like that, girl. You got to give me some clues as to what you're talking about.
The one where I freeze framed the Musically video over and over and pointed out all the different on your channel that we posted it a while ago. We were just talking about it the other day.
I don't know. I'll go look.
Doppelganger's Delight.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm looking for it.
We made a video a while back with Musically, but yeah, I would like to go and analyze the images with Forensically on the Musicali video. But in the meantime, just go watch that. There's a lot of strange stuff going on in that one too. Okay, so now,
Yeah.
now if you guys want to go over
Dilemma.
Let's go to the Doppelganger's Dilemma. Go look that up on It's a New Day's channel.
You've cut out, artist. Can't hear you. You might be muted or something. Yeah, we can't hear you.
So here we go.
Hey, artist.
With clone detection.
Something's going on with your sound. Hang on just a second, guys.
Maybe I'm telling you. No, yeah. You really don't want it to. Oh. Can you guys hear me better now?
Are you there?
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Can you hear me better? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what the deal was with that. Maybe I was sitting too far away. Okay. Back to this. So on clone detection, and like I said, if you guys go back to the opening screen of Forensically, when you first open it, showing the spacecraft picture. If you go up to the little question mark, there's actually a tutorial in there, and it'll explain to you what the different tools do as well. And it will tell you to leave minimal cluster size and block size like alone. So you really don't want to mess with these too much. You can move the similarity and the minimal detail around. The higher you go, see how it's, so see how I pulled minimal similarity all the way up, full blast. And you see how these red lines appear, and they connect point to point to point. If you go pull minimal detail all the way up, though, you can see how, I mean, a lot of those lines disappear, still plenty of lines connecting to each other. Of course, a lot of them are going to connect over here to the little small Abby, as you can see, because obviously it's picking it up as cloning. You can pull that minimal similarity back, and it'll lessen it.
Hey, I just set the link for that doppelganger dilemma into the chat.
Oh, good. Okay, good. To go down to maximal image size, you can make the image size larger or smaller. See, when it gets smaller, it gets a lot more pixelated, blurry.
Yeah, this app is fantastic, Sunflower.
Yeah, it's addictive. I mean, you can spend hours on it, trust me. And I'm still learning how to use it all the way, honestly, because I haven't been aware of it super long. So let's see. You can go see, if you hit that show quantized image, see how it'll change it. You want to look at it there. That can be kind of useful. I don't use the quantize too much. It can be interesting though at times, just because it will darken that out. Ooh. See, I'm going all the way to minimal similarity, and like it disappeared. So it's kind of neat to hit that button just to see certain things. You can kind of see that halo line around the legs though, popping out a little bit. I'm going to go take it off of the quantized.
Girl, I need more chocolate. I'll be back.
Go back. Okay. All right. Now let's get off of here and let's go to error level analysis. This is, I think, this is probably the most important tool. You can adjust your opacity up top, as you can see. So if you pull it all the way back, you're going to have the image as it appeared in the beginning. And as you move the opacity down the line, it's going to show more things like this. Now, let's go look with our, if you pull that opacity all the way over to 1, full blast, let's go look at that with our magnifier. See these are really hard lines right here where my cursor's pointing. It's kind of the outline of the shirt. You can see all of that going down. See those really, really bright pixels? That should be, you know, I mean, there's parts on that, on these images that look like, you know, sunlight, shadows, things like that. It's kind of odd though that like around her face, I would expect to see more of that sunlight, but around the edge of where the jacket and the shirt meet, that's kind of an odd light line, I think. Okay, let's see. If you hit the noise analysis, noise is important because you can see patterns when you turn on noise. And we talked about that a little bit ago. Here's one of those kind of dead spots. You can see where there's no noise, even though the noise is turned up quite a bit. And of course, right around here, this area right here, where I'm circling around, it went out as being a past. Let's see. Let's go turn our opacity back down just a tiny bit. Woo, that's too much. I kind of like it about right here. You can go and check that out too. Here's that area in between the legs that comes off as a different color. And you can see that again here in the crook of the arm. A little bit better look at that area there. Back to our a luminance gradient. There's those pretty colors again. As you turn up the intensity here, more of those colors pop out, kind of highlights the areas where I call the embossing.
Good night, Smoky Mountain.
You see some.
It's midnight here.
What's
too.
that?
Smoky Mountain saying good
Oh,
night.
I know.
It's midnight here. I said it's midnight here.
Oh, good night,
too.
Smoky Mountain. Yeah, we're gonna be done here very shortly, guys, because you literally could get lost in doing this all night. I just wanted you guys, if you wanted to kind of along and just kind of have a little help learning the tools a little bit.
Yeah, sharing the information of what kind of tools are out there that we can debunk some of this state's bullshit narrative. Bullshit last proof of life.
Yeah. Yeah, we can more about that. Yeah. There's some metadata. Get off of that. Okay. Well, anyway, So this is something, this is a tool. We're going to be analyzing more of the photos and things too. I don't want to keep you guys up here forever because I know it's a school night, so to speak. But so Trial Junkie's saying, so can we say this photo isn't a real photo? In my opinion, it is not.
Yeah, in mine either. I would conclude that it is not. If it was at one time, it's been so altered and amalgamated and layered that. But I don't believe
Yeah,
that's what it
the clear
is.
indication. No, I mean my clue or into that belief comes from the fact that all this stuff shouldn't be hanging out. You know what I mean? Just shouldn't be hanging out in there. Like I shouldn't be seeing images that look very familiar from other images that I've seen before hanging out in these photographs. I shouldn't see things that look like moving pictures behind them. I shouldn't see things that are completely not colored in between the legs of both of Abby and Bridgeman.
Well,
That to me, those are all.
I'll do you one better than that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be seeing all the other images I've seen throughout the whole research of my deep dive into Delphi.
Mm-hmm.
Every image I've ever looked at, every newscast, it's crazy that they're all in there. Every location, and so it's everything and everybody, which makes it nobody in all of them.
No, it's the perfect patsy maker, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's things in there that nobody should have to ever look at. There's things in there that nobody should ever want to look at.
That's true.
And
that's true.
I don't know what law enforcement did here. I don't know. I don't know if this was part of the product of the crime and they took it and layered it to look like something else, because that's maybe the thing the killer would know, that it didn't happen out there. It didn't, and that they're showing them their own. I can't imagine they'd show their own freaking snuff film though to all of us as evidence of the hero child that took video on her phone. Oh, they're so disturbed. They've made me feel disturbed.
Yeah. Nancy Drew is asking, do I need a laptop or iPad to use this? No, I actually was wondering that tonight before we got started, and I pulled up Forensically on my phone. You can do it on your phone too. I've never done it on the phone, but I know that looking in different screens, you can see different things. I would give it a shot on my phone. I might play around with it on my phone.
I downloaded it onto my tablet. It works pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you don't have to have a computer to do it. It is available on the phone or iPad or tablet. You can definitely do it there. Let's see. Yeah. So, in my opinion, there's no reason that these photographs should look like this. There should not be this much cloning, error, weird images, things out of color, letters, numbers. There's all kinds of crap in here. So I challenge you all, just before we come back again on Saturday, just take a normal snapshot of your own with your own camera, go stick it in Forensically and look around in there. and tell me if you see crazy things like this, because when I do it, I know I don't, but I'm curious to see what you guys think and say. So hopefully I didn't bore the hell out of everyone tonight. Hopefully you guys found this interesting and got to see a little bit more of what the Forensically tool can do, and encourage you to go and mess around with it. And if it's too intimidating, do what New Day says and get a good little photo editor app. Free ones work just fine. And go play around with some of these images on those as well and check them out.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, all your research on this artist and your hours and hours of looking at this stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, because guys, give New Day a hand, because all week she's been looking at this stuff constantly, and every day she's pointing out things to me. But best advice, and she'll tell you this, right, New Day? Find one little thing and focus on that one little thing, especially in the videos. Blow it up to that one thing and watch it over and over again. But you gotta start with one little thing and then make it a little bigger and encompass more of the area around it, and then just keep going. You can't just look at it as a whole. You have to do it piece by piece by piece.
Yeah, make
you
little.
Really got to break it down.
Yeah, block everything out and make little windows in the moving images. Little like triangle windows or little square windows. And the original moving image that they gave us, that you call a GIF all the time, artists, that it's just that loop of those 20 some frames where it looks like Bridge Guy takes like a step and a half or 2 steps.
Yeah.
Actually, we can use that to our benefit by it being on a loop like that, because you can see part of what they're trying to cover up, but you don't ever get the full final image of it because it's on a loop. And also because it's on a loop, that's how you'll see it. You have to just train your eyes, and that's why I screen recorded the moving images, and then I went into after I saved my screen recording, I went in and I edited it, and I changed the contrast on it and made it those real bright colors and flipped it upside down, and then I just played it on a loop over and over and over again. And I would just watch one certain area. And after a few minutes, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was like watching a cartoon through a flip book, kind of.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It reminds me of the old flip books.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you guys know what we're talking about, where they would draw like an image that like it's like early animation on, you just take it and
like
flip
the
book
walking man or the jumping man or the and you flip the pages and the image
version
moves.
Of a flip book.
Yes.
Modern version of a flip book.
And it's in the shadowing, the dark shadowing, and it's also in the outline, that hard outline we talked about.
Yeah. I mean, it's complicated and not at the same time. But, we believe that these things are there. We believe Apophis has been pointing these out since February 4th of 2022. Nothing I does is by mistake. I hope you guys are, when you're watching these videos, and you'll have to watch them several times, go read the description he gives, go look at the music, because nothing's in there by mistake. Yeah, the music's cool, But the
It's
the
layered.
music that's chosen is there for a purpose.
It's layered, just like
It's a
the
clue
imagery
as to
on this,
what he's putting
just
down.
like just like the imagery in this crime. It's layered. You
Yeah.
have to decipher it in layers, in sections, small bites, and let's chew it up real well. We're about to digest this shit.
Yeah.
They're not going
Absolutely.
to, when we're through, they are
Well, we're
not
gonna.
going to be able to put anybody else in prison unless they were part of this crime.
I hope so. And I feel like if enough of us keep yelling about this and showing this stuff, it's like, here, let us just explain what people have been saying for a long time. It's not just us that's been saying it forever. Iva Papas has been saying it forever, showing it forever. Other people have been saying this forever. Shit is not right with these photographs, with this digital evidence.
True Crime Design was one
It's
of the
not
first
right.
ones I remember talking about the Snapchat
Yeah.
photo of Abby being, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and if you guys aren't familiar with true crime design stuff, go watch the Delphi stuff because it's amazing. And you're talking about stuff done from the early days. Amazing stuff, amazing points. True crime design is a really brilliant presenter of the information.
I love deep diving
Highly
her
encourage
channel
that.
too. Just like I have a Papas, I love deep diving her channel. So many
Yeah, go,
connections there.
watch them. A lot of the creators from the early days too. Like True Crime Jesus, we were talking about him the other day. Uh, there's some amazing stuff in there too. Rafi's got really interesting angles and points to be made about occultist activity.
Oh, and Rafi was on that way before anybody else, before the Franks ever came out, before he made the Huddleston connection years ago.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
phenomenal. Rafi's always been one of my favorites when it comes
yeah.
to being able to look at the lies in the digital imagery and um, deep dive in the occult part of it.
Yeah, Lisa Gwinnett says Rafi pointed out images early too. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Absolutely, he did. Yeah, there's things there, and you know what? He got a lot of shit for that from the other side. Oh, it's pareidolia, pareidolia. I mean, they harassed him about that, but
Well,
you know,
that was some of the first YouTube beef that I remember being real serious. They came at him hard, and
yeah,
then
and it was over what
got
what
crazy.
he said was in the images. So think about that, right? They're bullying. They bullied him to get him to quit looking at it, quit showing it, quit looking at it. You know, just like they do when they don't want you to see something. They dismiss it, call you crazy, whatever. But it's there.
That
That's why we feel it's important to point out that, hey, it's there.
yeah, that comment that's up on the screen right there, that pertinent.
Mm-hmm.
If the deceit was to make it appear bigger and more complex than it actually was, meaning the crime, although it was horrible,
Mm-hmm.
can be simply explained, but the cover up
Yeah,
is
that's
more
what
complex and layered. That's exactly right. That's
that's that
exactly right.
that's exactly what we mean when we say it started off as one thing and then turned into another to another to another. It ballooned outward because of all everybody's hands in the dirty shit. We believe that this started out as something much simpler that would have drawn in outside sources that would have discovered other things. So we have a motto around here: just keep it simple, stupid. Go back to the beginning, the very beginning. There's things there that were not properly investigated, which should have been, which any other crime I've ever heard of, that's where you start and you
that's
work
what we're
your way
doing.
out.
That's what we're doing.
And that's the point of this. And this digital stuff is part of that.
Yep.
All right.
Can't have
Well,
a
should we
murder
get
on
on
that
out of here, New
bridge if you
Day?
can't. Yeah, you can't have a murder on that bridge though on the 13th if those girls weren't there.
No, 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 you can't. There's a lot
So
of
yeah,
there's a lot of trouble with the crime scene. A lot of problem with the crime scene. And we'll talk about that more, I'm sure,
yeah.
as we continue our journey through the digital bullshittery.
Thanks for
So,
joining us on this hump night,
but
the
anyway,
Wednesday.
yes, we're
It's
gonna get on
Thursday
out of
now,
here and
though.
let you guys get some sleep. Yeah, Thursday. Woo! Thursday. Close to Friday. Can't
Whoop,
wait.
whoop.
We will be back on Saturday, guys. Not quite sure what we're going to be talking about, but I'm sure we'll be talking about, well, I know we'll be talking about the beginning stuff, because that's what we're focused on here, because we demand that this be looked at again. This needs to be looked at, properly investigated next time.
Yep.
All right, you
All
guys
right.
have a wonderful night. Thank you all again.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for hanging out. We love you all. We hope you all have a good night.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks, artist. Good night.
Night, New Day.